Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Sanitarium. I do have to apologize firstly because I haven't been uploading, well, almost a month at all. Anything at all. Not playing Streaming Man, Alan Wake, not playing Sanitarium, not playing Thief. My excuse at the moment, and well, it's not an excuse, but I contracted an iritis.
Drowsy, losing momentum.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, iritis basically your eye or both eyes. Lucky for me, it was only one eye. This is the second time I've had it. It's you have the feeling of sand in your eyeball, and basically bright lights. It doesn't really enjoy about those. So yes, that iritis put a little damper on the recording processes, and but yeah, I agree. So let's see, what are we doing here? I'll try to get some of the recording going on, and hopefully starting to. First, I try to get this sanitarium underway, and after that, probably try to stream the Alan Wake. No promises at the timetable for now, and of course continue Thief. But anyways, I digress. There's a body.
A woman's corpse. I'll be in a bag soon too if I don't get out of here.
Okay, so we need to get out. Yeah, the right was moving. I have to. What was the inventory? It's been a while, like I said. Basically, because I don't have anything, I probably can't see anything at the moment. Okay.
The doors have frozen shut. The doors have frozen shut. The doors have frozen shut.
Okay. We get it. Doors are frozen shut.
Beware, Max. The closer you come to reaching your goal, the more danger you are in. Someone seeks to keep you here with us forever. One who will do anything to keep you from leaving the asylum.
Okay. Thanks for the info. You can sleep now. Anything?
She's dead. Isn't she? Am I going crazy?
The first part, yeah, I think she's dead. The latter part, I would hazard to guess yes, but also no. It's a theory of yes and no. But I'm leaning to yes, but no, maybe.
Need to get out of here. That door's the only way.
So what can we do with the door?
Must open the door. Get out of here.
Can I move? Okay. Something moves. Okay, and what did it do? Oh, it's moving these. Am I guessing these are something that... Oh, no. Okay. Why can't I see anything happening? Oh, right. Okay, now it's moving closer. Okay, fine. So... Okay, and... So that is open, and now I have to get the upper one, I guess. No, it's the lower one again. Oh, okay. So one more, and
The doors have frozen shut.
okay, that was a little bit easier than I thought. I was, yeah, I was making it more difficult than it had really to be. What I could actually, well, I don't save just yet. What's over?
What the hell are you doing?
Excuse me?
Cutting my research department in half? Pulling most of my funding, despite the fact that my department, my research is coming remarkably close to a cure?
Oh, your research. May I remind you that the Mercy Foundation was created around the success of my hope drug, not vague promises of a cure? Rather than wasting resources on an entirely new path, you need to channel your energies toward making the hope drug better. I thought that a few cutbacks would communicate this to you. Maybe you're not as bright as I thought.
You know, I think I figured you out. You're not interested in a cure. You just want hope to bring you more prestige, more money. You smart bastard. Give me back my department, otherwise I'll leave. I'll take my research with me and find a company that's more concerned with finding a cure than filling its pockets.
I can't believe that your opinion of me is so low, Max. We're friends. You're blowing the whole thing out of proportion, taking this personally. Your sister didn't die of DNAV, Max.
I apologize.
No, it's all right. Those cutbacks are based solely on existing statistics. The truth is that it's difficult to measure the success of your research against the proven methods of the Hope treatment. Look, you don't have to leave Mercy to continue with your project. I'll look over the numbers again. We'll work something out.
What does it mean?
Well, if I'm guessing, it's your past life or something like that, and you were a researcher. And I hazard to guess that what's happening inside your mind is connected somehow.
An empty brass urn.
Yeah, let's take that. Okay, yeah. Anything else? Anything at all? Yeah, I'm definitely something over the table.
Number 3 is written on this page. In this carving, the sun in the valley represents a king on his throne. A small circle at the bottom of the hieroglyph symbolizes the king's subject and the world at his feet.
Sun in the valley.
Looks like there was a picture, but it's been ripped out.
Let's. I'm thinking that's important.
Number 3 is written on this page. In this carving, the sun in the valley represents a king on his throne. A small circle at the bottom of the hieroglyph symbolizes the king's subject and the world at his feet. Looks like there was a picture, but it's been ripped out.
King on his throne, okay. And what was the hieroglyphic?
The number 3 is written on this page. In this carving, the sun in the valley represents a king on his throne. A small circle at the bottom of the hieroglyph symbolizes the king's subject and the world at his feet. Looks like there was a picture, but it's been ripped out.
Okay. Somehow, I'm guessing this is important. I don't know where or when, but, well, when you play this game, you tend to think that everything is important.
Number 4 is written here. Aztec culture emphasizes visual components. Thus, the image of an eye wide open is repeated often in wall carvings.
Wait, what?
Number 4 is written here. Aztec culture emphasizes visual components. Thus, the image of an eye wide open is repeated often in wall carvings.
Okay, wall carvings. Visual component. Yeah, I'm actually typing these up. First things first, it's quite early in the morning and my brains are like a sieve.
Someone wrote the number 2 here. The sunrise figured largely into Aztec culture.
2 sunrise. So we have 2, 3, 4. Where's the 1 and... So... No. Let me... So this is the number 3.
The number 3 is written.
Yes. This is...
Someone wrote the number 2 here.
2.
Number 4 is...
And 4. So we might be missing 1 and 2. But we will probably come to those. Or we have to guess. Anyway, oh, what's there? No.
Nice oak desk. Sturdy.
Sturdy. Good.
A book of matches.
Well, let's grab that then.
Dr. Morgan has an iron bust of himself. Pretentious.
Pretentious. Well, I'm guessing we got everything from this room. We might as well move on and don't get stuck. Now, can I go over here? Yes, I can. We have a
Headstone. Stephen B. Composed as a musician, now decomposing.
Okay, good. What else?
Difficult to read. Isn't there an old trick about rubbing soot on worn carvings to make them legible?
Now that you mention it, we probably are going to use it. And but before we continue, I'm gonna check everything else around here. Well, there's an
Interesting style. At least it's not a gargoyle.
well, that is interesting style.
The
What?
sculptor conveniently forgot her shirt. What's she holding?
That is the good question. What is she holding?
The sculptor conveniently forgot her shirt. What's she holding?
Okay.
The stone says, Eric R. Get to work, you maggots.
Well, that can be interpreted few ways. Anyways.
The tree, it moves.
You don't say. He's bloody winking on me. Okay, anything else?
Even the trees appear to be insane.
Yes. Can I enter?
This door is locked.
Apparently I can't. The museum is shut. So what do we have over here? Interesting. Ah, crematorium.
The tag on this body says 2.
2.
The tag on this body says 7.
Why can I interact? Okay.
No, maybe something else. The tag on this one says 9. There are no names on these tags. This just says 6.
Okay, but
No, maybe. No. An empty brass urn.
can I
That won't. What's the point?
Apparently no.
Lord knows how many bodies have gone into this oven.
Yeah, only Lord knows.
A bunch of tools in here.
Tools, you say? Let's pick them up then.
A monkey wrench. A bunch of... Well, this isn't working.
What isn't working? Well,
A monkey wrench.
let's use... if we can. Can we?
A pipe U-joint.
Oh, okay.
Too far away.
Too far away, yes. What else?
No. Maybe something else.
Oh, do I need to open that with something?
No, there must be a better way.
Anything we can do in here? Oh, what?
I need something to bust through this wall.
Did you say bust? You can't be serious. Really? Oh, no,
Iron
don't.
bust of Morgan.
Really? Really?
This wall looks pretty badly damaged.
Let's throw it again, I guess.
And yes! I smell gas. Must be an open valve nearby.
You think?
Pipe valve.
Let's close it then. Oh, it's... Ooh. Let's take the... But... Should I leave it on or leave it off? Well, in the adventure puzzle game, usually if you can do something, you do it. So, I don't know. Maybe that's good. But what can we do now? Anything in here?
The doors have frozen shut.
Okay, that really quite narrows it down, and there's definitely nothing over there because we can't enter, so it's something to do in here. And okay, monkey wrench didn't work, so
A pipe
maybe...
That one. No, there must be a...
Am I missing something?
What's the point?
I don't know. You tell me. Or now.
How do I start up this gruesome thing? Aha!
I have no idea what you just did. You did something, didn't you? Okay. What now?
Yuck!
I have no idea, but it worked. So what now? Okay, but seriously.
Ugh. Hope this isn't anyone I know.
Okay, what is that?
A glass eye. Don't think the owner will miss it.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So...
Ugh.
Oh yeah, we need... Oh, don't tell me we are taking that without. Yeah, I think we know where we're going next, and that means I think was
Difficult to read.
yes.
Isn't there an old trick about rubbing soot on worn carvings to make them legible?
Yes, there is, and I'm guessing we are
Brass urn.
using
How am I
this.
supposed to get there?
Could you? Okay, thank you.
The ashes show faint scratches. A name, Paul Stark.
Paul Stark. Um,
The
anything
ashes
else?
show faint.
Okay, nothing. So, what can I do now? We know Paul Stark. And this door is still locked, I'm guessing.
The doors have frozen shut. This pipe is cold.
Okay.
Ow! Too hot to touch.
Okay. I should have understood this earlier. So,
that ought to defrost this whole building.
you're not fooling anyone. You're not convincing anyone. I'm guessing this can be opened now.
It feels much warmer in here.
Where does it? Is it? Okay, I'm starting here.
Someone's alive in there.
Okay.
An old man. He looks cold.
Anything else? Oh, sorry.
Who are you?
My name's Arthur. Arthur Patrick. Yes, that's it.
Goodbye. Okay, why you are in the drawer?
What are you doing in the drawer?
Last thing I remember, I was taking a nap in the courtyard, and then they were dragging me to some weird laboratory.
On the rooftop?
Could be. I don't know for sure. It was raining. I smelled blood. Dr. Morgan was there. He looked at me and said I was too damn old for his purposes, and I remember he was holding a human head. And then I think I fainted. They must have thought I was dead. Next thing I knew I was in that drawer, scared all to hell.
Well, I imagine that. What about scared?
Being in that drawer is enough to scare anyone.
Darn right. Dark and closed in. Terrible cold. God, that awful scratching.
Scratching? What about cold?
It was a bit chilly in there, wasn't it?
Chilly. I damn near froze my ass off. Started to fall asleep. Must have dozed off until you came by. Did you turn up the heat?
Yes, I did.
Well, it's nice here now. Thank you, Sonny.
Yes, it's very nice. And scratching.
Scratching? What exactly was it?
Can't say for sure. Just remember hearing these awful screeching and scraping noises nearby.
Nearby where? Outside?
Yeah, it's kind of disorienting in there, you know. sounded muffled, but I guess the sound was coming from another drawer.
Okay, does that mean well, I probably have to check all of those. Dr. Morgan.
Morgan, he was holding a head?
Sir, a stack of Bibles. I saw it. His arms were red with blood, and he was swinging around the head as he was talking, kind of gesturing with it, you know. He was really yelling at the two orderlies. Some patient got loose or something. I don't know more than that, because he fainted dead away at that point.
Okay. Goodbye. So I guess we leave him there. I can't open the lower drawer. Up or down? Up. Well, let's start with the down. Okay, where's the scratches? Go.
This drawer is empty.
Oh, right. Okay, so close it. Apparently I have to go... Yep.
This drawer is empty.
Okay. What about this one?
No one in this one.
Well, yeah.
This drawer is empty.
Right. We are running out of drawers. And what about here?
Empty. Wait a second. There are scratches all over the inside. It's dark in here. I can't quite make out what these scratches are.
What do I have? Matches.
These scratches don't look arbitrary. Was someone trying to communicate something?
I don't know, you tell me.
Now what?
A
glass eye. Don't think the owner will miss it.
Do I use that? Oh, okay. There once was a man who planted a tree, okay, and spoke to it daily in reverent rhymes, okay. Before the man died, he shared it with me. The rhyme I have spoken to the tree many times. Okay. Approach it with caution and whisper these words. Speak to me, tree. Speak to me, tree. Lest your eyes nest with birds. Speak to me, tree, lest your eyes nest with birds. Ugh! I didn't even realize. Oh. Yeah, too much eyeball for me. Anything else? So speak to me, tree, lest birds. Lest your eyes nest with birds. Okay.
Well, that was an eye-opening experience.
Ho. So I'm. Anything else?
This drawer is empty.
Okay, it's empty, but I will make sure if that the rest ones are also empty.
This drawer is empty.
Okay, good.
This drawer is empty.
Okay, that's enough then. I'm. Anything else? No. So I'm guessing we are going towards the tree with the eyes. At least that's what I think. Excuse me, and here we are.
Speak to me, tree, lest your eyes nest with birds.
Why have you summoned me, stranger? Normally it is the man with the glass eye who speaks the words of commandment.
I'm afraid he's dead, but he left behind the cryptic message that led me to you.
Very well. What is it that you seek?
What is thy name?
Who are you?
My name is Malus Ionsis. I am the guardian of the light, protector of the grove.
So you're an ent? No.
How do you guard the light? It's all around us.
Fool! The light. It is housed within the heart of ancient Marti warriors. They alone understand the true meaning of sacrifice.
I don't understand. What do you sacrifice?
Freedom, movement, growth. My limbs ache to stretch upwards into the nurturing sunlight. Yet I must remain steadfast, lest my trunk stray from its position in the grove. I am he who must remain in place.
Okay, and crow?
Why must the grove be protected?
Greed, pride, evil. These aspects of humanity threaten all life. Thus I remain, and none may pass. Save one.
Who?
The Creator.
Creator.
The Creator?
Yes. By his name only shall I be swayed from my place.
Well, I guess it's the Stark because that's the only name I know.
In the name of your Creator, Paul Stark, I command you to move aside.
Paul Stark, the Creator. He who planted my seed and gave me life. In his name, I do as commanded.
Thank you. Much obliged. And what's next? What is that?
Strange and wonderful prism. It seems to focus the light that passes through it.
Okay, and that's it. I guess that's it then. And what else? Well,
There's a nice warm beam of light coming through.
well, that is true. That's the only thing I can't see. I can see actually. Even. Do I use the prism on that? I guess I.
Yes, the light! It's opening the door!
Well, this is regular Indiana Jones moment. Let's go in then. Or wait, what?
Interesting style. At least it's not a gargoyle.
What is happening? I can't. Am I missing something? I really can't enter there. Oh
Well,
no.
Max, I don't know how you found me, but you're too late. I'm leaving now. Leaving you here with the rest of the dead people.
Damn you, Morgan!
Okay, more papers and
Statue of an Aztec warrior. It looks almost lifelike.
yes, I was just going to say that it looks like a statue of an Aztec warrior. You were faster than I was.
Number 5 is written next to this passage. Spoken rituals, visual elements, even the placement of participants all conformed to the balance between two states.
Wait. Okay. No. Spoken ritual.
Number 5 is written next to this passage. Spoken rituals, visual elements, even the placement of participants all conformed to the balance between two states.
Balance between two states. So we are missing number 1.
Their cosmic structure was simple, Earth below in the form of twin mountains, the sun and stars above. Over these, another world exists, one beyond this life. There's a number 1 written next to this passage.
Let's try that
Their
again.
cosmic structure was simple, Earth below in the form of twin mountains, the sun and stars above. Over these, another world exists, one beyond this life. There's a number 1 written next to this passage.
Okay. Twin mountains, sun and stars above, and blah 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 blah. Hopefully I have enough information. Come on, don't drop, please. And what else? Anything over here?
The secret to activating the device appears to be the use of 5 distinct symbols.
Oh,
Huh, looks like an Aztec calendar. But something's wrong. There's a device hooked up to it.
okay.
This isn't a normal Aztec calendar. Some of the parts move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm guessing now we have to use the things we know or don't know. Hopefully, let me check. So, what do we have? What do I know for certain? Sunrise. Sun is the valley is king in team, and 4 is the eye. Let's see. So let's. I'm guessing this is number 1. This is number 2, 3, 4. So let's. Okay. Is that an eye? Okay, if that's an eye, but how does this work? Number 2 would be a sunrise. Number 1 was the Twin Mountains, I'm guessing. Okay. This is interesting. What was the number 5? Spoken rituals, balance between. So I'm guessing it is the triangle that. Yeah, spoken rituals. Yeah, I think there's 3 things, so it would make sense. It's a triangle. But.
Yes! What the?
I have to be honest, I'm not sure how I managed to do that, but apparently it worked. Time to be an Aztec warrior. I guess I could actually make a save here.
Load game.
No.
Save game.
So this is chapter 8. Aztec warrior. Yeah, I think I will. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think I will continue at just a little while. So yes. Game saved. I definitely want to continue. It's really interesting. Yeah, keep bowing to your god. Hello there.
The woman whose magic summoned me.
Nice voice.
Old woman, what is your station?
By the great spirits, you have arrived. I thought your arrival to be merely a vision, but here you stand. O Mech, the holy warrior. Praise the gods.
Still your tongue, old crone. I asked your station. What is it?
Forgive me. My name is Titio. I am the village oracle.
What is your quest? And what is your favorite color?
Why have you come to greet me, old one? Where is the village chieftain?
He is repairing the village, great one. Forgive us, for we are few in number.
Okay, about village.
What of this village? Why was I summoned?
It is Quetzalcoatl, Holy One. He has returned.
Oh
What
no.
nonsense is this? He sits on his majestic throne in the heavens, not in this pathetic dung heap of a village.
Oh, no, Sacred One. He truly has returned, just as prophesied on the Wall of Sorrow.
So Quetzalcoatl.
If you speak the truth, then I must see him. Where is he?
He stands atop the angry mountain, your grandness. He is using his magic to bring forth the blood of the land to kill us all.
Okay. Temples.
The Jaguar Temple still stands?
Yes, it withstood both the flood and the rock slides. He intends to melt the very stones of the temple itself with the blood of the angry mountain, destroying what's left of the village.
And what about the warriors?
Your tale told of the shaven head Otanmi warriors. Where are they?
Quetzalcoatl slaughtered them as if they were children. And now their shades roam the land, trapped here by his wicked magic.
Shades, eh? Can they not fight still in these new forms?
Nay, fearless one, they are but lost souls, trapped between life and death. Their inability to battle their foe has driven them mad. They rant only crazed things and the voices of ghosts.
Right. So the shades are gone mad, and that's everything you say. And there's Quetzalcoatl, and I have to sort things out for you. Okay.
These people have called me. I heard their voices.
Apparently, I can't talk with those. Can I?
The Wall of Sorrow. Images which tell the story of this village.
So, could you please tell me the story?
The wall.
Apparently not. Let's move on then. And the great god got stuck. How can you kill a god?
These are the sacred fires.
These are the sacred fires. And oh no, somebody dropped one of those sacred fires. Well, there's one shade. He's quite shady, to be honest. And yes, that was one for the road. Oh, okay. Can I actually... No, I can't go over the water. Apparently. Well,
Clearly, this is the Temple of Water.
clearly. I agree. What about here?
They have honored Quetzalcoatl with this statue, and he repays them with destruction.
Yes, how rude of him. And where did the shade go?
They have.
Okay.
He too has been slain by the evil god.
Okay, can I talk to him?
Spirit, what say you?
Failed. All. Could not defeat one.
Okay, what's your name?
What name did you go by in this world, fallen hero?
Why do I need the name?
Mixcoatl. Eldest War Chief. Elder brother to Huitzilop.
Okay. I'm getting a certain feeling that I need to know that. Let's try that again. So he's Mixcoatl, eldest hunter, eldest warrior, and elder brother. Elder brother, do
What name did you go by?
Mixcoatl.
Huitzilop.
Eldest War Chief. Elder brother to Huitzilop.
Huitzilop. Okay. So, chief.
You were the war chief?
Yes. Victorious in many battles.
And, yeah, warrior
What was your station as warrior, Spirit?
station.
War Chief. Eldest warrior. And leader of clan.
Okay, leader of clan. And why do you fail?
Do you judge yourself a failure? How can that be when you have died in honor on the battlefield?
Honor not. Failed village. Defeated by only one man.
Goodbye. Yeah, I'm guessing I need the names and statues, and because he's ranking that he's the elder brother of someone. Which I think I'm almost certain that I need those information sooner or later.
Innocence crushed in the fist of the evil god.
What do we have here?
What does this noble warrior seek?
Can I?
A tree growing in the lava.
Excuse me. Yes, that is interesting actually. And
Big head.
big head.
Many have been sacrificed on this spot. Some for good, some for evil.
Yeah. Very deep thoughts. What's up there? Except sacrifices, of course, quite a lot.
Quetzalcoatl has desecrated the bodies of such honorable warriors.
Yes.
Quetzalcoatl has desecrated the bodies of such honorable warriors.
Quite grotesque and
You fool. You cannot touch me. Yet I have gained much power. The soul of the shaved head upon me feeds my magic. He is too powerful. I must find a way to destroy the evil one. Perhaps I may find some magical talismans nearby. Innocent.
okay.
Innocence
Oh.
crushed in the fist of the evil god.
So that's some weird that footsteps on the sand is quite loud. And you, sir. Oh, don't ghost me. How dare you? Could you? Oh, the eyes, nice.
This one appears to have died very young.
Okay, he's young.
Spirit, what say you?
On battle, died, never to see honor on battlefield.
Name?
What name did you go by in this world, fallen hero?
Xylonen, the youngest warrior of clan, unproven.
Youngest warrior? Unproven. And well, if you died, well, you know, doesn't look good for you CV, but okay, let's go with that unproven then.
Was this but your first battle?
And last, never to fight again.
And you call yourself a warrior.
What was your station as warrior, Spirit?
Youngest of clan, fierce, I fought, but no avail. Dead, same as all.
Doomed.
Honor comes with courage, young Spirit. Your courage at such a young age is honorable. Walk with head held high.
Cannot dishonor or dying in first battle. Curse me for eternity.
Okay, goodbye. So there's at least 2 guys on the water area, and I have to... But before that, who are you, good sir?
This spirit is restless for justice.
Yes, restless for justice. Justice.
Spirit, what say you?
Village doomed. My dishonor.
Okay. Name.
What name did you go by in this world, fallen hero?
Ometok, the fierce one.
Well, okay, you're fearless. What does that mean?
How did you earn such a title, Shade?
Fought like wild jaguar in battle.
And you are a warrior?
What was your station as warrior, Spirit?
New blood, young to tribe, yet
Okay. So you're the second youngest then. Good. Good, good, good.
Fear not, young warrior. The village is not doomed as long as I draw breath.
So thought our clan. Quick to battle. Did we run? Quick to die.
So this is the third one, okay. And I know at least 2 more, but we have to get to them. But let's... Oh. Who are you there?
An unhappy spirit.
Well, let's talk to the unhappy spirit.
Spirit, what say you?
Our totem. Honor demands to stay true.
And your name?
What name did you go by in this world, fallen hero?
Ah, this is a different guy.
Hunt the waters. Bounty of the seas.
A fisherman?
Yes, and warrior and husband.
Fisherman, warrior. And husband, of course. Let's ask the totem first.
Why do you stand here, fallen one? What does this totem mean to you?
Stand where I fall. Temple of wind protects even in death.
Okay, temple. Temple.
I mean no harm to the temple. I am Olmec, holy warrior.
Lies and deceptions, like the evil one, none may pass. All seek to destroy.
You are confused, lost warrior. I speak the truth. Quetzalcoatl is my enemy as well. Step aside so that I may visit the temple.
Prove words true. Act of faith. Perform the test before I grant passage.
Right, okay. And before we go with the test, I'm gonna ask the husband and warrior part.
Who was your wife?
She has my heart.
I meant her name. What is her name?
Will not harm her, you will.
Right, and the warrior?
What was your station as a warrior, spirit?
Young I was, much older than Ometok.
Okay, older than Omektok. Okay. So we know about that now. And about the test.
I accept your challenge, Shade. What will be this test of faith?
Gift never given. Wife.
A gift, you say? I have to find a gift to your wife, I guess.
A gift for your wife? Of what kind?
Glimmers, circles, neck.
A necklace? Simple enough. I will find one for her and...
No, special is this. Crafted for her. Make her kept it. True words be true.
So the maker of the necklace still holds it. And if I'm guessing right, it only gives it to a person or persons who know the correct words. Or I misinterpreted that totally. But anyways, what do we have here? Let's go up. Oh, those are cute crows.
Sacred warrior, you must find blood that springs from a holy heart, and a heart which does not bleed. Place these 2 offerings in the bowls before you, and then you may enter the temple of the jaguar.
A jaguar.
An empty sacrificial bowl. A sacrificial bowl. It is caked with dried blood. This must be the jaguar temple. The jaguar head. It speaks.
It does indeed. So nothing we can do about it at the moment. Yeah, that is so
Big totem pole.
big totem pole. And
The unholy one's power must be great indeed.
it seems like that.
Of the ruined village.
Can I? Yes, I can enter finally. It's quite hard actually to go through these doors. Are you the fisherman's wife?
Can one woman's sorrow be so great? Woman, what say you? Why do you weep so?
Forgive me, O Holy One, for not showing you the proper respect. But I am racked with grief over the loss of my husband. He died in the battle with Quetzalcoatl.
A husband, you say?
Who was your husband?
His name was tic-tac-toe. He was a warrior, but also the village's best fisherman. He lived off the gifts of the sea, and devoutly worshipped the goddess of water. The cool walls of the water temple were to his liking, and he often spent his days in deep meditation and prayer there.
Right, and temple?
I have seen that the water temple is flooded.
Yes, by the evil one's doing. Quetzalcoatl called down a wave of water to destroy it, but it still stands proudly in the water.
I see a little glint on the right side. Now I'm doing this. Okay, so nothing else just yet. What is happening here? Who are
Why
you?
does this woman worry so? Woman, what say you?
Olmec, you have come to us. Thank the gods, for our prayers have been answered.
Yes, your prayers reach me, and I am here. What is your station?
I am the wife of the chieftain.
A chieftain?
Why was your husband spared Quetzalcoatl's wrath?
He was praying inside the temple of the jaguar when the evil one came. By the time the echoes of death reached him, the battle was over. He emerged to find nearly the entire village destroyed. He was bound by tradition to become chieftain. Thus he cannot attack Quetzalcoatl, and now he broods in a dark mood. He sees himself a coward for not being able to die in battle with the others.
Well. Battle.
What happened during the battle?
At first, when we saw our revered king back from the land of the dead, we were overjoyed. We thought he had come back to lead us to great victories. Instead, he came to destroy us. Although our warriors fought fiercely, Quetzalcoatl scattered them like broken twigs. After they had been killed, he unleashed his dark magic on us.
Right. Magic, you say? Yeah, we had a first-hand experience.
What magics did he wield?
He caused a massive wave to come down and crush the Temple of Water. He caused the earth to shake violently. The mountain broke apart and almost crushed all the huts, burying the Temple of Wind. Only the Temple of the Jaguar withstood his power.
And, well, let's ask about the tradition.
You speak of tradition as though it is undesirable. Your husband should be honored to be chieftain.
But Olmec, oh wise one, it was never his desire to become chieftain, especially not this way. Working with the earth and revealing the secrets it hid inside brought him great joy.
I can understand that. And what about the village?
Who remains in the village?
There are but a handful of us left. My husband does what he can to repair the damage of the walls of the huts, but his mind, it's elsewhere. The death of our beloved daughter weighs heavily upon him.
A death of your daughter.
She was killed in the battle?
My husband insists that she was crushed beneath the boulders which destroyed the village walls.
You speak as though you disbelieve your own words.
I cannot help myself. I somehow feel that she still lives.
Well, we probably find that out, and hopefully she lives. Anyways, goodbye. Again, a daughter. Losing a daughter. Are you sure you're fixing the walls?
This lowly worker appears strong and proud.
I think that's the village chieftain. Village chieftain.
You there, what is your station?
I was the stonemason. Now I am village chief. What are you? And why do you enter this village?
I am Olmec, holy warrior. You dare address me in that tone?
I do. You may frighten the others, but you'll get no such satisfaction from me. Where were you when we needed you most? Your arrival now means nothing to me. You're too late.
Wizard never comes late.
You say I am late, but you are wrong.
Is that so? My precious daughter lies crushed beneath these rocks. The day Quetzalcoatl arrived, I prayed to your god with all my heart, and you come to us now? The warriors are dead. The temples are in ruins. My daughter is dead.
Okay, what about daughter?
You say your daughter is dead. How do you know?
She was in her hut when the rocks fell. Look around you. Death is everywhere. I have lost everything that is dear to me.
Mason.
You say you were the stonemason.
Yes, that is my trade. Like my father before me, and his father before him, I work the earth, shaping it to my will. I am a simple craftsman who now rules what's left of this village, a heavy burden on my weary shoulders.
There are worse fates, Mason.
I know. I have seen what happens to those who oppose Quetzalcoatl's rule.
Okay.
His punishment is swift and severe, in death as it was in life, when he ruled this village as king.
Yes, but he was just and true back then, not this abomination which has returned to destroy us. We revered him when he was of flesh and bone, and upon his death, we crafted a tomb as a monument to his greatness. I myself crafted the stones and jewelry he was adorned with.
Oh, do you have the necklace?
Mason, I would have a word with you. I have spoken with the spirit of Tepetak, warrior and husband to Kalkihut.
The fisherman? His spirit remains here?
Yes. You have the necklace that belongs to his wife. Give it to her, or I will shatter your limbs like twigs.
Very well. Tell your spirit I will deliver his gift.
Well, honestly, you could have been a little more persuasive, not going straight to the threats. But anyways,
Such destruction. Much of the original village seems to be buried beneath the rocks. Such destruction.
Okay,
The village is in ruins.
yes, it
Simple
is.
pottery.
Not so
An
simple.
empty copper bowl. It must have been used for sacrifices.
Well, it's shining, so unlike a magpie, I take everything that is shiny.
A truly venerable woman.
Okay, what does that mean? Oh,
Old woman, what say you?
that.
I see the Oracle was successful in summoning you. Although at this point, I don't see much use in it. The damage has been done. You have no purpose here.
What do you mean by that, bitter crone? I am Olmec. I fight for the gods themselves.
You sound as zealous as my husband, the fool.
First it was a venerable and now it is a grown husband, you
What
say?
man would be mad enough to wed your sour-tongued old one?
Ah, Tezcatl, the witch is my husband. He fathered 2 fine warriors with me, and now he runs to meet death's embrace. Meanwhile, I must sit obediently while he throws away his life on a fool's errand.
A fool's errand, you say?
What errand do you speak of?
He plans on fighting that bastard. Undead king using his small magic. He is doomed and will die in vain.
Well, aren't you a little negative, Nancy? What about the warriors?
Where are your 2 sons? Did they die in battle?
Yes. Quetzalcoatl shattered their bodies as though they were made of straw. Soon my fool husband will join them, and I'll be truly alone.
Potion.
What is that you are mixing?
Nothing important, Holy One. Just a simple balm for my aching bones. Age has not been kind to me.
I can understand. Goodbye. So... yeah, I could talk to him, but before that, I want to see... is that a...
Huts of the...
oh. How do I get the... What am I missing here?
A tree.
I can't go there. I can't see anything here. Did we have anything over here? Anything at all? I can't see. Nope, I'm stuck. So... so let's talk to the tic-tac-toe. I think it's tic-tac-toe. Necklace.
I have spoken with the Mason Dead One. He will deliver the gift as promised.
Honorable Olmec, truth in your breath. I am grateful. Temple awaits you. Win.
Okay. So...
there. The way is open to me.
really? Okay. Interesting.
The Unholy One's power must be great indeed.
Yes. No, 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 no. Back, 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 back. Yeah, basically it just walks the way without my control, so...
Boulders are no match for the mighty Olmec.
well then, move them. Reminds me of Resident Evil 5.
You must be the stone
Your parents miss you greatly. I will take you home.
Kotlkyu, my daughter, you have returned from death.
Fool! She was trapped within the temple. Had you not been so stubborn and full of self-pity, you would have realized that.
Oh, my precious daughter! I'm so sorry. Go see your mother. She misses you terribly.
Okay, anything... Anything else? No. Okay, anyone? So, what's that? Oh, what's that about daughter?
I have found your daughter, woman.
Oh, thank you, Olmec. You have brought hope back into the lives of myself and my husband. As long as we have hope, the future will remain as bright as the sun.
Well, at least something good came my visit. And anything else? Ah, necklace.
The jewelry suits you well, widow.
Thank you, Olmec. You have brought much happiness to my sad heart. Every time I see its reflection in the waters, I will think of my husband and of you for granting me this inner peace.
Okay, goodbye. Anything else in the temple, or was it? I'm still wondering about the guys. No, I can't. How do I get over of?
Big head.
It's a big head, yes.
Many have been sacrificed on this spot. Some for good, some for evil.
Right.
A tree growing in the lava.
Okay, and
big head. Big.
and I'm guessing I can't. Well, I can. Can I? No, I don't.
A large statue. Violent earth magic has made it unstable.
Wait, what?
There is the evil god himself.
I can do some. What? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I can walk over there. And what does it do now? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Can I talk to you?
Spirit, what say you?
Okay.
Defeat. First to Rome.
Okay. Name and rank, soldier.
What name did you go by in this world, fallen hero?
Theodore. This warrior. Clan. Shaven head Otanmi.
Okay, clan.
The shaven head Otanmi?
Yes. Savage destroyers.
Sure you are. And a warrior. Tell me your rank.
What was your station as warrior, Spirit?
In my prime. Older than tic-tac-toe. Younger than Hutzelap.
Older. Tic-tac-toe. younger Huittilo or something like that. I think I will get the gist of it. Squattle, Xilomen, Omotek, Tepiktok, Sentinel. Okay, so the last one has to be the Huittilo. Okay, yeah, I have the right order already. I think the oldest is the Mixcoatl, second oldest Huitzilop, then that Centotl, Tepiktok, Ometok, and Xilomen. I think that's the right order, but of course I will...
Clearly.
Clearly.
Clearly. Clearly.
No. Can I...
Carved stone. It seems to be a piece of something greater.
Oh, interesting.
Images carved in stone. Somehow these hold the key to the water temple.
Key to the water temple, you say? Waves, fishes, spear, man or god, sunrise. I think so. I'm guessing I have to press these on the right order. But what is the order?
By the gods.
By the gods. I can't see any idea, any clues in here. Either Victor or his wife will guide, but carvings, yes.
As a fisherman, you must be familiar with the water temple. What do you know of the carvings that mark the inner wall?
Sacred lights devout may pass, to pray within the cool walls. Speak creed, live creed.
Well, could you please tell me the creed? Pretty please?
What creed?
The creed, life, water, creed.
What? You babble, Shade?
Creed, the creed.
Okay, goodbye. Honestly, now I'm here, I might as well go and check the temple over here, because is there something else there, or was it just the girl? Wait, what?
These gongs produce music.
Okay. Again?
A large crystal. I can see something inside. Simple pottery.
Very simple pottery, yes.
Simple.
Okay, we probably have to ask about those in the village also. Okay. No. No, come on. Sometimes this movement is a little bit awkward. Do you know anything?
A precious little one.
Precious, apparently. Do you know anything about the...
Child, why were you in the temple?
The shiny rock. It's pretty, and I like the music too.
Rock?
Shiny rock?
Yes, it's a big crystal, like the ones Father makes into jewelry. He made a scary mask before, and a necklace, and a lot of rings.
Okay, and the music.
What music do you speak of, little one?
The gongs. Sometimes I can get a few of them to make the same sound. It's fun.
The gongs to make the same sound. So does that mean that they keep ringing, if it's correct? And what about
Sad
greed?
one, I have spoken with the spirit of your husband.
Is he well?
The spirits are not as you and I. They speak in broken words and thoughts. When I asked of the carvings of the temple, he repeated the word creed to me. Do you know what this word means?
He lived by the fisherman's creed. He would often chant it to himself during prayer. The words are as follows. When God's eye is high above, spear the water quickly, for if the fish lie unaware, your baskets will be filled with the warrior's bounty.
Okay, repeat please. I'm just...
Repeat the fisherman's creed to me.
Yes, Holy One. It is this. When God's eye is high above, spear the water quickly, for if the fish lie unaware, your baskets will be filled with the warrior's bounty.
So God's eye, spearfish, basket, warrior. Okay. I have everything. But can you tell anything about the temple? No. And what about your wife? No. What about the... All grown? No. So I guess we are going to bang the gongs. And see what we can do. Go, go, go. Okay.
The Temple of Wind.
So, do I just... I'm gonna test. I'm gonna bang them. So, last I checked this one. Let's try this one. Nope. What about this one? No. No. I don't know why I'm start. Do I have to start? Wait. So those are ringing. Are they the same size? There are little size differences. So maybe these three, because they are quite similar in size, I think. Okay, does that mean it's... No. No, 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 no. I thought... Okay, I'm not quite sure certain. We know these three works. I'm... Okay. So it's this one, and it has to be... Come on. That one. That one. Oh yes, it's working, it's working. Yep. Nice.
The wind totem.
Okay, let's grab that then. Yo, can't break the wall. Yeah, I thought it was the three same size, but I think this is a little bit smaller. Yeah, the graphics are the original graphics are 640 to 480, and I'm stretching these to the 1920 1080. Well, it's stretching, so that might be why they seem quite similar size and making a little bit difficult. I'm guessing the idea is to go from the largest to smallest or smallest to largest. I don't know if there's actually a difference. Because I didn't test it, so I don't know. At least I'm guessing the largest to smallest is working, but the smallest to largest might also. So,
images carved in stone. Somehow these hold the key to the water temple.
So, images. God's Eye. Spear, fish, basket, warrior. Okay, this is probably the God's Eye. Spear. But what are these waves then? So if I'm guessing, this is the God's Eye, definitely. Waves or... Oh, no, I can't remember. But I'm guessing either one of these comes first, then the fishes. I think that's a basket. And the warrior is last. And the God's Eye. Let's try with this. Nice. Very nice.
Clearly, this is...
So what does that mean now?
Clearly, this...
I can't...
Clearly, this... Clearly... Clearly...
So how...
Ah, it is some kind of mirror. But what is its purpose?
Oh, it's a mirror?
Ah. An empty cup. Perhaps the wind. Surely clearly.
Okay,
Clearly.
So that's it. Oh, did it make the path to the last warrior open? Honestly, don't tell me I can speak to him through here.
This water is impure. His soul still dwells here.
Okay, let's see if I can actually talk to him without crossing the water.
Spirit, what say you?
Probably I can.
Shame. Eternal shame. Died in vain.
I'm a little slow apparently. Okay. Name.
What name did you go by in this world, fallen hero?
Zeno, bearer of war, son of Tic-tac-toe, village witch.
Yes. Vitsilä.
You are the son of Tic-tac-toe?
Yes, wise elder.
Okay, and a warrior.
What was your station as warrior, spirit?
Veteran of many battles. Younger brother of Mixcatel.
And the Mixcatel is the oldest one, okay? And the shape.
Why do you hang your head in shame, brave one?
Could not defeat one warrior. All our clan failed to stop just one man.
Okay, goodbye then. What now? Did I miss something on the temple? Because it didn't do what I thought it would do. I thought I could actually cross the water.
Clearly. Clearly.
Can I? Okay. Oh, right. I didn't hit right spot. Yeah, that's awkward. What do we have here?
The water totem.
What is
a
that?
ruby fish. Its blood-like coloring must indicate something important.
Okay. So, what was that? Anything else? No. So, So, do I go to the... Yeah, it's really hard. I don't think it will... Oh, it's now locked, but yeah. Anyways, I'm guessing I have to go towards the Jaguar Temple. Can I do some... Where's the witch doctor? Wasn't he supposed to be somewhere around the temple? Or inside the temple? Oh god, my brains are so mush. So...
A sacrificial bowl. It is caked with dried blood.
Wait, what? What is that? Ah. Do I go up? Is everything... Okay, I'm gonna take a little quick check. Because I think we... What can you tell me? Husband.
What man would be...
Ah! Tic-tac-toe. The witch is my husband.
Okay, errand.
What errand do you...
He plans on fighting that bastard.
Okay. So, I'm gonna... Nothing new from her. Anything over here? Really? Apparently I can move toward... Oh. Right, okay, who are...
This old one preparing for battle?
Yes, he is, I guess.
Old man, what say you?
I say that the end is near. Quetzalcoatl will destroy us all, lest I find one who can bring me the pod of might.
What name do you go by, Ancient One?
My name is tic-tac-toe. I am the village's last hope. It is my duty as village witch to destroy this devil who plagues us.
Okay, what about the pod?
What is this pod you speak of?
The sacred pod of might. It contains the seeds I require to finish my spell. Yet, there is no way to reach it.
Why is that?
It clings to the joining tree, surrounded by liquid fire. Not even your stone form could withstand its heat.
Okay, we know the trees over the hot
How
lava.
does the tree survive if it is surrounded by fire?
It is magic, as is the pod that grows on its mighty trunk. However, the magic is fading, and the limbs will soon wither and burn.
There must be some way to reach it.
Perhaps the ancient rite of the warrior may be the answer.
Okay, to right. Could you please tell about it?
Rite of the warrior? What will that old magic accomplish?
It is old indeed, wise one. Though not practiced for many generations, it is rumored to have the ability to make a warrior impervious to the elements.
Then I will go through the trials. Perform it.
Forgive me, Sacred One. I cannot. I don't remember the complete ceremony. However, the stonemason knows it. He is the village chief now, and is over at the huts.
I'm the captain now. Yes. So, impervious. That sounds good. Village.
Why do you sit here, idle in the village instead of fighting? What kind of
We
coward
already
are
know
you?
about that.
Harsh words, Your Holiness. But I am not merely sitting here. I am meditating to gain the power needed to combat his awful magic.
Okay, combat.
How do you expect to defeat a god, little man?
I don't. He is very strong. I cannot possibly hope to defeat him. However, if I anger him enough with my spell, he will spend precious energy on me. That should sufficiently weaken him enough for you to defeat him.
You would sacrifice yourself for the village?
It must be done.
Okay, what about the spell?
What spell are you preparing?
It is called the Spirit Fire. It creates a mystic energy wave formed by the souls of the dead.
Okay, and what about the temples?
I see the temples are nearly destroyed by Quetzalcoatl's dark magic.
Yes, the totems may be in grave danger.
What totems are you speaking of?
The statues sheltered within the temples. These statues represent the purity of the gods themselves. I believe Quetzalcoatl fears them, else why would he seek to destroy them?
And your wife.
Your wife mourns for you, witch.
She knows what I plan and fears the future without me. She has seen our two warrior sons die at the hands of Quetzalcoatl, and soon she will bury me.
Well, that's a cheery thought. Can I go in?
Another hut. The air around it smells of magic.
Okay. No, I can't enter. So let's go to the village chief and ask about the ritual. My brains are starting to leak out from my ears. I once dreamt I was a sausage. You know the reference if you have seen the series. Anyways. Warrior.
I have found your daughter, Mason. It is time for me to undergo the rite of the warrior.
You are truly honorable, Olmec. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. I should never have doubted you.
Enough groveling, chieftain. Get on with it.
Yes, of course. There are 2 stages to the ritual. The first, an act of bravery and heroism. You've already shown that by returning my daughter to me. Second, you must recite the names of the warriors who have come before you in order of their lineage.
Order of the lineage. Order of the lineage. Do you want from the...
I'd like to undergo the second stage of the ritual.
Do you know all 6 names of the warriors who came before you?
Yes, I do.
Then let us begin, Olmec. Name the 6 warriors, starting with the youngest and ending with the eldest.
So, the youngest obviously is Xilonen, because he said so. And after that became Ometok.
Ometok.
And Epictok. Oh, there it is. Tipitok. And who was Sentiotl or Kentiotl? I can't remember. But it's that. Sentiotl. Okay. And Huitzilop. And the oldest, of course, is Mixquatl.
You are most wise, Grand Olmec. You are now ready for the ancient magics of the land, handed down to me by my father and his father before him. To protect you from the mighty elements, I must combine your stone flesh with my blood and the magics of the earth. This will create a temporary magical barrier between yourself and the forces of nature.
How long will it last?
Not long. You must be swift in your quest.
Okay. So we go towards the
blood of the holy,
tree.
Flesh of the warrior, married to the heart of the land in a union of protection and power. Hear my prayers for divine conjuring. Bring forth the sacred magics of the deep earth to shield this noble warrior from the harsh elements. It is done.
Zup.
Go forth and fulfill your destiny, Olmec. The fate of our village lies in your hands.
Okay. Hopefully it works. Or this will be a little bit awkward. So, do I just go through here? Okay. And look, little hilarious. Anyways. So now we close your eyes. Thank you. Now it's much better. So I got the thing you asked, I think.
I have the pot of might, Old One. Here, work your magic.
Very good. Thank you, Sacred One. I will begin
at once. I go to fulfill my destiny. May my sacrifice save the village.
Okay. You go. Right.
Although honorable in your sacrifice, the village is still in danger, Old One. Quetzalcoatl has powerful magic at his disposal.
Mask.
Mask? And you still are able to speak?
Mask? What mask do you speak of?
Death Mask. His power comes from it.
Where is it?
Below the maze.
Okay, and...
The witch doctor's broken body. Rest now, valiant one. Witch doctor's corpse. His blood flows freely from wounds that will not heal.
Do I have some...
An empty copper bowl. It must have been used for
Can I use it? Yes, I can. Can I now enter the hut? Or is there something in there I really don't know?
Another hut.
Let's see. Oh! Health pickup. Anything else? No.
A crystal heart.
A crystal heart. Let's pick it.
The candles give off a powerful fragrance.
Yes. I agree. So, well, to be honest, there's nothing left except to try to enter the Jaguar Temple. And let's see. I'm gonna make a quick save because, yeah, I remember just right now that I had earlier. Episode, the problem I got stuck and it stuttered a little bit, so I'm a little bit worried. Aztec check, yes, that is good. My menu.
Return to game.
Return to game. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in there and have to play this all over again. Well, that would be a little bit annoying.
A sacrificial bowl. It is caked with dried blood.
So I'm guessing blood?
A sacrificial bowl.
Holy One, this blood is sacred indeed, but still, a second offering is required. The heart which does not bleed. Find this, and the door of the temple shall open.
A crystal heart.
Okay.
The offerings are accepted. The Jaguar temple door opens before sacred Olmec.
Let's end. Okay.
Murals of ancient heroes. What? No painting of the mighty Olmec?
How dare they? And
the Jaguar totem.
well, let's take that then. Ah, we can't take that, okay.
Stone wheels. Set to turn for some strange purpose.
Stone wheels. Okay, let's see what kind of symbols we do have in them. Moon, infinite, angry face, star, jaguar or wolf, I don't know. Fishy, 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 fish. Aiming circle. Wait a minute. There's an aiming circle and there's the fish. And bull. Face. Okay, do I get those? Okay, okay, so bull, moon, infinite, and angry face. Star. Fish.
What's next?
And aiming circle. So I'm guessing those are the symbols, and on the other side they are matching, so there's no worry about that. But the question now remains, is which side I will start? I would logically start from the left. Well, to be honest, if it's wrong, then it should be correct on the other way. So let's keep the bull here. And now comes the moon. Come on, move a little bit so I can see. I think it's... Come on, is this really it? And then what's... No. It was the face. Seriously, if it's going like this is rather ridiculous. Well, not ridiculous, but... And the star. And then comes the fish. Oh! Sneaky. There's no dog head or something like that. Fish and the aiming circle. Now let's hope I did it on the right way. Well, we have to do it on the other way if it's not work. That's a bango. Anyways, I think we can take this now.
The Jaguar's power is revealed.
So, what now? Right. Okay. So... The statue is gone. Can I Okay. The statue is gone. What do I do now? Oh, do I use the... Okay, totems. Is there any... Do I put them... I'm guessing I'll try first putting on the way they were represented in the village, so it would be wing totem over here. That would be a logical one.
The jaguar totem.
So it would go... Yes, water totem over here. Okay. And over here. And down we go.
This time? So simple.
DNA test cycle initiated.
Come on. Hold together, you son of a bitch.
Molecular cohesion affirmative.
Yes!
Test cycle downloaded to DVD. Encryptor sequence completed. System shutdown activated.
Okay. Well, first things first. Save game. The meats. Keep saved.
Return to game.
To be honest, I think this is perfect place to end this episode. Well, yes, please be silent while I'm speaking. You two rat. Yeah, I think this is the best place to end this episode. I have no idea how far I'm in the game. It's been years and years and years since I last played this game, so I can't really remember at all how far I am. I think we are closer to the end, guessing of my playtime and what we are getting through the videos. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will
I will soon become a true statue.
Yes, yes, you are. And I will try to record the last episodes faster than I had earlier, and hopefully my eyes are starting to work better. At least they are, or let's just say I, because it didn't unfortunately affect on my other eye, but hopefully everything should be okay. Of course, it's summer and a little bit warmer, and I have other business to do also, but I try to
I will soon become a true statue.
upload a little bit more. And of course, I have quite plans to play and probably pick up the streaming again. I have to stream the Alan Wake as soon as possible, because I want to play that game through and probably continue on the DLC. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.